I'm Becky from Little Youngsters, and today our adventure is Jack and the Beanstalk. Are you ready to do lots of climbing today? Okay, let's do our namaste. So hands together and after 3. 1, 2, 3. Namaste. Excellent. Are you ready? So once upon a time, there's a little boy called Jack and his mum. Now they lived in a house, a very small house. So we are going to do our house pose. So let's stand ourselves up. We'll take our legs out and our hands above our head. But then can you bend your knees? Brilliant, because this is our small house. And the only thing they had was a cow, Daisy. So let's come up onto our hands and knees. And we're going to do our cow pose. So lift your bottom in the air. Take your tummy down towards the ground and look forward and do a big moo. Moo. Brilliant. Okay, so one day Jack's mum said, we need to take Daisy to market because we need some money. So Jack set off to market with Daisy. So stand ourselves up. Can you walk on the spot? Brilliant. And now we're going to do Daisy's walk as well. So onto our hands and knees. Can you turn your toes up? Like it, hover your knees up off the ground, and it takes a big cow walks. Moo. Moo. Well done. Okay. So as Jack was walking to market, he saw a man. So let's stand ourselves up, put our hands together, we'll say namaste to the man, and he said, oh, I would love your cow for some magic beans. Let's do our bean pose and do our child pose. So bottom onto ground, head down, hold on to your feet. Fantastic. So Jack said namaste to the man, and he took the beans home to his mum. So sitting on our bottoms with our legs crossed. He said, look mum, can you reach out forward for me with your hands? So you're showing your mum your beans. Lean forward, place them down on the floor. Fantastic. I sold Daisy for some beans. Jack's mum was so sad because they didn't have anything else. And she threw the beans out of the window. So take your arms out like this. And then are you ready to toss your beans? Come all the way across and go, oh, out the window. Let's try it this side. Are you ready? Oh, out the window. Fantastic. One more time. Out the window. Out the window. And then she cried because she was so sad. We're going to come into our child pose. So bottom onto your heels. Stretch your arms forward and bring your head down. Oh dear, poor Jack and his mum. And sit yourselves up. So Jack felt really bad, so he went to bed and went to sleep. So lie yourselves down on your back. Put your hands on your tummy and give you a big snore. So sneeze. Breathe in and and again, breathe in. Well done, and rock yourselves up. Now, Jack was sleeping and his mum was sleeping. But in the night, the magic beans began to grow. Let's do our growing, shall we? So come up onto our knees. Make ourselves really small into our bean. So head down, holding onto your feet. Brilliant. And then you take your arms out in front of you. Clap your hands together. Take your hands over your head. This is our little sprout. And then we're going to come onto our knees. Rising onto our knees. Brilliant. Take one leg up like this into our lunge. Fantastic. Take your arms all the way to the top. Let's switch knees. That's it. Well done. Are you ready to grow really high? So come down onto our toes. 1, 2, 3. Big jump. And then take your hands together. And can you bend in a giant beanstalk? And stand up nice and straight for me. And to the other side. Brilliant. That's fantastic. Now, in the morning, the sun pops up. So raise your hands all the way up and say, hello, sun. Well done. And Jack opens his window. So take one arm like this. Take one arm on top. And open the window by taking your arms all the way to the top. Oh, and poke your head through. Hello, well done. Okay, so Jack couldn't believe his eyes that are sitting on our bottoms. So let's take our fingers with our finger and thumb and look through your binoculars, and he looks all the way up to the sky. Wow! He runs out the door. So we're going to open the door. So come up onto our knees. Take one leg out, point your toes. Place one hand on the ground. Reach up high with this arm and take it all the way over across to your ear. And open the door. Well done. And then stand yourselves up. And he begins to climb up the beanstalk. So take a big stretch up. Brilliant. So taking your knee and your opposite arm all the way up the beanstalk. Oh my goodness, so high. Such a long way to climb. Keep climbing all the way to the top. And at the top there was a giant castle. So take your legs out and take your hands above your head. Amazing. And he goes through the door. So take your feet together, reach forward, take your hands back to back and open the door. And there he sees a giant lady. So make yourselves really big. Wow, well done. That's excellent. Now he was about to run away when the lady stopped him and said, now come for some breakfast. Now sitting on our bottoms, Jack's tummy was rumbling. You rub your tummy like this and pat your head. Fantastic. And he goes, oh, well, yes, please. So she makes him a huge bowl of porridge. So put your feet together like this. Wonderful. Pick your foot up and give your porridge a really big stir. Excellent. And let's try our other foot. Are you ready? Really big stir. Are you ready to eat it? So reach up. Pick up your bowl of porridge. It's a really big bowl of porridge. And go. Now, just as he was eating his porridge, he hears some big footsteps. So are you ready to make some big noises? We take one arm and go, woof, oof, oof. That's it. Excellent. Shall we try that again? But this time we'll say fee, fi, fo, fum. Ready? Fee, fa, fo, fum. Jack hid. So take your feet up like this, your knees up. Give your knees a really big cuddle and bring your head down. Oh no! Jack hid so the giant didn't see him. Now the giant sits on a big chair. So let's stand ourselves up. You ready? So take your arms up by your ears and then pretend to sit down on a chair. It's a really big chair because it's a giant's chair. And the giant had brought himself his chicken. Are you ready? So it was a lovely hen. So we're going to cluck down onto our knees like this. Are you ready to hover? Take your arms out and go cluck, 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 cluck. Well done. Now, sit on our bottoms because the giant says, lay to the hen. And the hen lays a golden egg. So we're going to come into our egg pose, which is just like our bean pose. So, onto our knees, sit our bottom onto our heels, head down. Wonderful. Here's a golden egg. Jack couldn't believe his eyes. And he also had a harp. So standing ourselves up. Take your legs out. Take your arms out. Bend your knees a little. And then bring your hand to your thumb. So the magic harp. Wonderful. And he says, play to the harp. And the harp creates a beautiful sound that sends the giant to sleep. So raise your hands all the way up. Bring them all the way down like he's going to sleep. And tickle your toes. And then let's die down. So he does some big snores. So take your arms out above your head. Take a big noise. Breath in. And a big noise. Can you do that too? Big breath in. The big. Ready? Big breath in. Well done. Rock yourselves up. Now, as the giant was laid sleeping, Jack tiptoed out of the house. But he first of all grabbed the hen. So stand yourselves up. You ready? We're going to reach down, pick up the hen, and then we're going to tiptoe. Ready? Shh. Point your toes. Shh. Point your toes. Shh. Shh. Now, just as Jack was getting to the door, the hen began to cluck. So come down onto your toes. Are you ready? Cluck, 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 cluck. Oh my goodness, it's so loud. Cluck, 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 cluck. And it woke the giant. So let's lay ourselves down. Take a big stretch. Rock yourselves up. He sees Jack running. Come up onto your knees. And he gives a big roar. So take your hands to your mouth like this. Take a big deep breath in. And a big. Shall we do that again? Are you ready? Big breath in. Jack runs. You ready? Run as fast as you can. Run. He runs all the way down to the beanstalk. All the way to his house. So take your arms out and your hands above your head. Now remember, it's a little house, so bend your knees. And he shouts to his mum to fetch an axe. So stand up nice and tall for me. Grab your axe above you, by your shoulder. Are you ready to cut down the beanstalk? Chop! And again, chop! One more time, chop! And the other side, are you ready? Axe this side now. Chop! 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 Well done! And the beanstalk falls down. So raise your arms up towards the sky. Bring them all the way down, swan dive down, all the way down. And hang down here. Now can you wrap your arms like this, like we're doing our window? And rock forwards and side to side. Forwards and back, side to side. And bring ourselves up. Let's lie ourselves down. So lie yourselves down. Place your hands on your tummy because Jack and his mum lived happily ever after with their golden laying egg. hen. So lie yourselves down. Take a big deep breath in. And blow your beanstalk away. Take a big breath in. And blow your stalk down. And wriggle your toes. Reach your arms above your head. Wriggle your fingers. And bring your knees in for a cuddle. And can you take your knees from side to side? So we do it all that side, take them all that way, and all the way over that way. That's it, one side and the other. And then bring them in for a cuddle again, and rock yourselves up. And then come in to sit up nice and tall for me, hands together, and we'll finish with our namaste. 1, 2, 3, namaste. Thank you for joining me. I can't wait to see you next time.